And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And they will be let out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any of the best of his teammates each and every week.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
10 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10. the 19-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw, it's May. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's May. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
For the Patriots field goal. A 36-yard.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the
a little bit. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Stidham. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Here's Stidham setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. To the air, May. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll throw with May.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense now set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll tuck this and run. A minute 50 to go here in the first half.
Stidham. He'll air this one out from Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Stidham. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stidham to throw. He'll find something on the right side complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Stidham.